Hey, local swell trackers, how's it going? Well, we're going to start off with the South Pack. We'll start off with the smaller stuff back last Tuesday. The reason why town has waves because of this guy right here, a nice fetch of the low spinning off the coast of New Zealand. The fetch following up the coast here, some decent winds in it, and bringing us up to 2 to 3 feet. And there might be an off and on plus through Wednesday, but then it'll be fading from there. I think pretty much Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday morning will be the peak of this guy. And then there's maybe one last hurrah, but all in all, we are definitely settling down. We go into a quiet period all the way through the rest of the week. Get a slight spinner right here, but the winds aren't really high enough, and the Wave Watch 3 models are not even saying that's going to come up Saturday the 17th, but we'll probably get some background 2-foot swell from this guy to make it rideable at least and not mill pond flat. And then check this out. Towards the end of the animation, we get a fairly decent fetch coming up right there. You see those darker reds? And that means higher winds, of course, and these are at the surface level. Yeah, bumping us up. This is Monday the 13th, so you had about 7 to 8 days since this is far southeast of New Zealand, and we are actually looking at a swell to be bumping up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. And we'll keep you posted. If this thing comes true, we'll see some 2 to 3 footers out of that. It's not over till it's over. And we go back to zonal again, and we're not seeing anything. So there's the fetch for the current swell. Chance a little something towards the weekend with that guy spinning there. And then at the very end of the animation here, about a week out, this guy comes along. Okay, starting it up here for Tuesday the 14th, current model showing a little spinner down here that, again, may or may not reach us. For sure it'll reach Tahiti. We'll start in the animations. See things are very zonal. Go quiet here for about 3 or 4 days. And then right there, that guy tries to get going, but this is going to be the fetch right here. That's a pretty big storm here that the Wave Watch 3 models are forecasting for Tuesday the 21st. So again, you add in about a week of time, and this thing is equating now to 3 feet 15 seconds if it turns out. So we should probably allow for this to be running a little hot, but for sure 3 feet by Wednesday the 22nd, and maybe even sooner. And now we jump up to the North Pack where the big waves have been coming. This is going back a week as well to the 7th, Tuesday. And take a look at that large gyra from the surface all the way to the upper regions. And this over here is a super typhoon, Vonfang. This guy right here is the one that brought us in some giant waves. Fanfang, the other typhoon, merged into this one and created a very powerful storm that brought us up to 12 feet last Friday, Saturday. Let's start up the animations and take one last look at that winter caliber storm. And then, of course, you're looking over here and you see Vonfang doing its recurve, and it becomes an extratropical system there. And right about here, Monday, Tuesday, yesterday and today, became an extratropical low, was absorbed into the mid-latitude trough here, and does a nice track that's going to be bringing us up some big waves for Sunday. And let me get to the current models here in just a second, but I just wanted to show you another typhoon that does that recurving and starts out as a warm core system and goes cold core once it leaves the tropics. A gender bender. That's where a lot of times we get these big west swells. So can we stop the animation? Do you see that low right there, right by the date line? Kind of a complex area of low pressure begins to form just Sunday and Monday. It kind of organizes itself by the date line here, and that's going to be bringing us up some waves. Now we have also a storm up here in the Gulf that's going to be bringing us up some north swell on Wednesday, hopefully 3 feet. But especially by Thursday, Friday, we get a bigger pulse of north swell from this fetch. It's sending most of its energy off to our east, but due to sideband swell and the spreading of the swell trains, we'll be seeing possibly some 4-footers, maybe 5, by Thursday from this fetch over here. And there's some westerly component too to Vonfang, possibly Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of just 2 feet to isolated spots, a pure west kind of swell. A lot of shadowing from Niihau and Kauai there, right in the swell window. But anyway, lots going on. You get to 1 and a 2 and a 3, and the North Shore will be doing its thing this week with trade winds and yeah, just plenty of fun. And then it gets serious on Sunday, but so also does the weather from currently a tropical system, Ana, which was going to become a hurricane and hit Hawaii directly over the weekend. More on that as we get closer. Okay, so here's the current models. There's that big low pressure in the Gulf I was showing you, bringing tons of waves to the west coast and some sideband swell for us. There's the former typhoon, now a regular low, and the animations show it recurves over there. Take a look at that, and starts heading down and crosses the date line, and the fetch gets really close. Now, take a look at that thing. As it weakens, it spreads out, but that fetch reaches to within 1,200 miles of us. Now, open ocean swells produced by big lows lose about half their height every 1,000 miles they travel. Well, this one's got some 30-plus foot seas in it, and it's only 1,200 miles away. And if you do the math, we are looking at 8 to 12 footers for Sunday, and that thing's going to be at least 10 feet for Monday. A big, beautiful red there. And then here's the Hurricane Anna that's hitting the islands here. Sunday is going to be the worst of it, but it will be reaching the Big Island late Saturday. Starting in the animations, the big swell above us fades out. And check out, look at Anna. As she leaves us to the north, she actually strengthens to very powerful winds and looks like she's heading off back the other way. Okay, now the surface charts are showing Anna right here moving our way. It's about 750 miles away from us to the southeast of the Big Island. And again, a direct path, and is strengthening as we speak. This high pressure right here is moving to the east. There is a upper low off of Kauai. It's moving west away from us, but it has been bringing in tons of clouds today. Some funky winds, kind of pulling some south winds with it. I'll show you that in a second. Now, these are at the surface. The animations will show you. Here is Von Fong up here that's going to be merging. Is going to be bringing us in the really big stuff. This low pressure here bringing us in some average swell for this week from the north-northwest. All right, the jet stream, it is long, and it is dipping down on top of us, bringing us plenty of action. It's able to enhance and steer those low pressures that I was showing you, and it has more and more energy. The large upper air currents, about 30,000 feet up in the air, do a lot for us, especially this time of year. Down under, you could see it's very zonal. It's weakening up. Our southern hemi is taking its last couple bows here, and the only time we're going to see swell is when we get the exceptions that you just saw right there at the end of that animation run, which are 7 days. It shows that last swell that'll be bringing us up. Take a look. And there's a storm right in there that gets pointed up our way just for a second, and hopefully bringing us up next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 21st through the 23rd. But definitely the North Pac is where it's at. Okay, there is that big spinner upper level area that's pulling in clouds and weather from the south. Here's Anna heading our way. This is just a tropical system. It's going to get much broader and more powerful. And there are all those winter flows in the jet stream bringing waves. This one's going to be bringing us in our north over here. We're not getting any swell from this upper level deal. We need winds at the surface touching the sea. Here's a pretty animation of what we were just looking at as we drill down. I'll tell you highs are going to be in the upper 80s, lows at about 70. And wow, this is a great view of both systems. This one at the surface and way up to the upper regions, and this one still getting down fairly low, but not bringing us any waves, just bringing us weather. And there you go, the upper level clouds really, and it created a lot of atmosphere for the North Shore. The reflective loops are showing some of that rain carried up by that system from the south. You can see the flow to the rain. Normally we see it off here with a normal trade wind embedded showers. And we'll go ahead and finish up with a view of the winds. There are the three sources: the former typhoon, the regular low pressure here on the central Aleutians, the one in the Gulf, Anna over here, and a little bit of spinner below Tahiti, keeping us all active and defining paradise. That is the update. We'll catch you back here in about 7 to 10 days on your local swell tracker. Mahalo.